Looking at the main control panel for your Burstner motorhome, this controlling the habitation side of the vehicle, instantly we can see this icon lit up in the middle, and that is telling us we have got main supply into the vehicle. When you arrive at a campsite and you plug in, if this doesn't light up, it means you've got no power coming in. So check the power source, but it's also worth checking the trip switches, which are normally located under the oven in the cupboard within your Burstner. Now looking at the panel itself, to turn it on, this left button here, we can see that this lights up, and this is telling us we now have power to the habitation side and we can use the internal light switches. One thing to remember when you pack up ready to go away, when you turn this off, the welcome step lights, if still turned on, will work, and so will the awning lights on the outside of the vehicle. But coming back to inside, turn it on and we can use the light switches. I'll turn them off because it's easier to see the icons. Looking to the left side, this icon here, that is, if we press this, we can see the condition of the leisure battery. We're plugged into mains, so it's going to charge it up. And as long as it doesn't drop sort of into the red icons, then your leisure battery is okay. And this bottom one here, that's the front of the vehicle. This is your vehicle starter battery. Keep an eye on those. If you are camping wild, don't rely on the solar panel to keep your batteries topped up. Quite an easy thing to expect. Doesn't quite work like that, and we'll cover that in a separate video for the electrical system. But here, if this battery is running low, or even the leisure battery, and you are camping wild, just run the engine for a short period and that will slowly start to pick it back up. Onto the right side of the panel, this top one here is your fresh water, and that monitors how much fresh water you've got in your fresh water tank. This does work in 25% increments, so as soon as you put a tiny bit of water in there, it's going to show as 25% full. But if you watch the separate video for the water system in the motorhome, you will see how to kind of drain the tank down for traveling, and also just an extra eye on filling up and emptying as well. So this top one here is your fresh water, and this bottom one here is your wastewater. The wastewater tank under the vehicle, normally around 90 litres. It's not going to fill up after each shower, but if you want to keep an eye on it, again, in 25% increments, hold that in and it will light up to where you are. Your fresh water, normally around 120 litres depending on the layout, but again, check the water system video for your layout in your Burstner motorhome. Water pump is just here. We can just about make out the tap icon. We will need to turn the water pump on whenever we use either of the sinks in the kitchen or the washroom, and your toilet and shower as well. And then to turn that on, press that button, it lights up, and you'll maybe hear a slight sort of rumbling in the vehicle, and that just shows you that the tap, the water pump, is on. Sometimes the water pump can fall off, and again we'll cover that in the separate video for the water system. You can, and some people do, leave the water pump on the entire time, but we recommend that you just use it and turn it on as and when you need it. And for traveling, when you're packing up to leave, just make sure you turn that off, all the light switches off, including the welcome lights above the step and the awning lights outside. And that is your main control panel in your Burstner motorhome.